Hello everyone, we're back with more Let's Play Mario Luigi Partners in Time. On the last episode, again here in the second part of the Yoshi Island and this episode, we are going through it. Boy, your distance, just get on the Koopa's tail and stay there, don't ya? Well, try these on for size. What are you gonna do? Dude! Just a... You're just burning the things up. What are you doing, Tad? Zip zap zoom. Unless... Zip zap zip bop. Unless those overalls are fireproof, you're gonna barbecue, you whinies. Give up. Nah, I really think you're tough. Then make it to the cliff top, losers. I'd love to see it. Screw you! Let's see here. Going to say that Mario can get water this time because it's Baby Mario that do that. Well, look at that Tiki goes. Oh, I'm going to skip that as tutorial. Basically, what you do is you hammer with Baby Luigi, and yeah, stop. They need to do a tutorial for that. I mean, I can't figure it myself. Really. You know, that's one of the things that people complain about games nowadays, that they just make everything too easy. I know that is for the market, you know, for people that don't play game that often. But, I mean, really, that's annoying. At least give an option to turn those bugs off. You know, even a casual player, after play that once, will know what to do next time. They don't need a tutorial for everything. Anyway, so those are the Pidgeots. They are different enemies. When they're close by the speakers from, or should I say from the edge of the screen, they're going to attack Mario. And when they are close by the middle, more close by the middle, to the right side, they're going to attack Luigi. Basically, right, okay, left Mario and right Luigi. Basically, stop. There's nothing more to it. And they have two partners of attack that is on there. One of them they go straight, and the other one they jump, and they jump on the middle of the way. See the difference between them? Anyway, you know, you just jump on the pigeon when the pigeon jump. You know, like here. Should can explain. Anyway, you know, you just jump. You know, when the pigeons descend, better this way. When the pigeon is descend, you jump right when he land back. When he jump on the top, when he's on the top screen, he jump, then he descend, then he jump. When he's going back to the ground or for the carpet, by that matter, you jump, and you're going to counter it. If you go straight, just wait till he appear on the down screen. You know, the stylus screen, the touch screen, better. Anyway. And here you have the nuggets or whatever they're called. Well, you're gonna have to wait by their name because you have to attack these Pidgeots first. Sometimes Pidgeots have those bags over there on their back, and then they can flee. Those Pidgeots can flee, and you end up losing some money because of that. You know, that the money that they carry there on the bag. so you can lose it. Also, got a lucky there. That I didn't. Yeah, that one have spikes. Usually those ones have spikes, so yeah. I don't know why I forget about that. Shoot. Anyway, they're not that hard to avoid, so I'm still having problems with it. You know, you basically all three of them? Really? Well, I guess that's the time for me to show the Smash Egg. That's a new item that I got on the last episode. A new bro item. Anyway, I still have to time myself better with the. So see over there what you have to do. Let's do it. Luigi. That. Mario. That. You see, it's not that hard, actually. Let's see how much damage we done. Dude, that's a lot. Like that one. There we go. That. That. No, the pigeons are really easy after you get their time. That, and there we go. After you get the time of the enemies, pretty much you're not gonna have problems with them. Ooh, we got a super up. Alright. I guess in case I didn't mention, super ups give you an entire life, not just half as the one-up Martians do. Anyway, I just say it's a Domino's pizza, so if you listen to me a little bit breathless, is that my body's just digesting that, so basically is that. And sometimes so right when he's landing like that, boom, like that. Still, I like to attack the pigeons first. They can be a little bit more annoying if you don't pay attention. Anyway, and I've read some interesting stuff right on the cover of the package, you know, the pizza package. Anyway, so like that was explaining about the logo. Like for instance, the 3 dots on the logo represent the three first stores that they opened in Michigan. The first stores that they opened, actually. But let's say Michigan, by that I don't know. And I thought really interesting. I like those trivia things. I guess your guy didn't know that, but I really enjoy trivias. They are really interesting to know. Anyway, take that. And the other things are that Rio was the first one. Luigi. Rio was the first one that received a Domino's in Brazil. Yeah, the first store opened in Brazil was on Rio de Janeiro. And I'm on J City, so I'm happy with it. Was not São Paulo, for São Paulo was chosen. Anyway, and other things are that Domino's was first bought in 1960. Oh, he just flew. Alright. You know, he let those guys flee a lot. That's something. Anyway, and what was that? Yeah, and it was bought by Tom and James, not Jerry. You thought I would say Jerry, but I did not. Did not. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, yeah, so they were bought by Tom and James, the Dominic's Pizza. And in 5 years that they were open, 5 years later, I guess they were the best pizza company in the U.S. market. I don't know if Pizza Hut was out back on the day, but I believe on what the cover is saying. I mean, really, I know sometimes that you just put something on the cover and the kind of stuff just for consultation of the customers and stuff. I'm aware of that. I'm not that dummy. So I look like I'm not dummy. Anyway. Dude, there's one more there. You know, those beans are really interesting what they do, actually. Very important. Don't let them behind. Really. Gonna like what they do. Anyway. So, going under the caves. You know, I've been watching a lot that history of Power Rangers with Linkara. You know, usually T-Spawner, I believe this one is a spiky one, and the one up there, oh no, it's the down one, yeah, it's the bottom one. Come on, take that one over there, see? So I have the three types of them right here. I didn't read their names. That's something. They are the Ganantras or whatever they're pronounced. Natras or whatever. I don't know if it's supposed to sound like a cry, like Nantras, or anything like that. Alright. Shoot! And sometimes actually they appear in 4 in the number into a partner of 4. So if they appear like that, the left one and the left one and the top one will be they will be the spiky ones. Yeah, I'm trying to remember time. And the other ones. I think it didn't work at all. Oh, lovely. Thought you're gonna take me, huh? Thought you're gonna take me down. But you did not, biatch. You did not. You just died. Dad. Out of my way. Jump on that one. There we go. You know, I usually recommend you to go straight with the hammer all the way to the end. Because, I mean, really, you just... There's no difference. You're going to attack both of them, so attack with the hammer. Anyway. And yeah, as I was saying, I was watching a lot of Linkara's history of Power Rangers. And actually, it's really interesting. If you watch Power Ranger once in your life, or you actually have some interest on it, I should recommend. I mean, you should watch that. That's really fun and very informative. And you know, his opinions are actually really good. I actually agree a lot with him most of the time. And when he says something, when he points out some, you know, some plot hole or something like that, like for instance on Forever Red, when all the Power Rangers that was an episode for commemorate the 10 years of Power Rangers, by the way, and to get every single Red Ranger, you know, basically the Red Rangers are the main characters, I mean, hands down. They get the best attack, they get the best power, and yeah, hands down the Red Ranger is whatever is your favorite color, is the main character. And so one of the things that he pointed out that everybody knows if they see Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and actually care about the story is that the power coins were destroyed by Hit and Zed, and so because of that the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers can't appear any longer because of that, because they lose their power when Zed and when Rita and Zed destroy that. The theory, the people came up with a lot of theories. I don't know if somebody came up with this theory, but I guess if anybody came up, I kind of create myself that one. Is that because there was so much red energy on the morphing ride, that there was one of them that was really weak, that the overflow of red power kind of flows to him in order to everybody feels sick and stuff like that. Because something interesting about the morphing ride is that Power Rangers of the same color can't exist into a really close place. So just if it's like the Time Force Red Ranger and the Quantum Ranger, that basically both of them have the red color, but it's not red actually. Thought that the Quantum Ranger appear on the special, which is interesting. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of overflow. The overflow of the power kind of flow to Jason, and basically that's my theory. That it gets so much energy that basically some flow to Jason because of that. That's my theory. Yeah. Give him at least a little of energy to the a final epic battle. The theory that the producers came up was with the Power Ranger comics. I never read it that. Actually, in fact, that was the first place that I get aware of that there were comics about Power Rangers. That kind of catch my interest, because Zed with the remainings of the power coins created Dark Rangers to fight on their side, on his side, and Jason just grabbed one of the morphers and used that for now on. Basically, that, So he kind of stole the power that the evil guy created and used for good. Now, I'm not the anti-hero on things like, oh, Stolu's bad, blah, 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 blah. He's a freaking battle. Who cares if something was stolen? Really? People, in whatever war, take tokens, take spoils of war. You never heard of that word, spoils of war? Basically, it's that. Basically, a spoil of war. That grant his powers back. Basically, sad. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, now that I enter on that range, that's one of my favorite episodes. So it could be better. I really enjoy it. It's the freaking Red Rangers together. It's not the whole team. That it would be more epic if it was the whole team, but you know how the things work here on the western side. People not usually cooperate in order to do a great thing. That is, combine the powers of all Power Rangers. Super Sentai Dawn is one of those. That is where the Rangers are based off. The Super Sentai, that's basically the Japanese Power Rangers, and there's something really awkward about one episode of Dino Thunder. Basically, what happened is that, I forget the name of the Red Ranger, but yeah, I have to go through that animation again. but he felt really awkward that there was that on Japan, and he said that it was an offense of what the American was doing, you know, like, dude, you know that's backwards, you know that is America that used the footage of the Sentai, and until today they use the footage of the Sentai on battles. I'm not kidding. They use the footage of the Japan in order to do that. They just sweep the characters while it's not action, or sometimes they actually record that when they have to do some special, and so they have the Sentai footage for that. But it's a little bit more expensive, you know, really. Like that's a new stuff, you know, you pay more stuff because of that. Yeah, they use the footage of the Sentai for costing measures, you know, maybe it says so. Spot on speed. Actually, it's really interesting, you know, if you have a free time, yeah, and you don't have that much time to watch Power Rangers, if it get interesting, go to that guy with the glasses and scroll on the videos there. I don't know if he actually wrote videos, and go on Tad, and there will be like on the second last on the bottle will be written Kara, and go for it, and that will be the history of the Power Rangers. He done that onto SPD. I'm really not sure if he lost the interesting or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, it's none of my business. I just watch it. So I thank everyone for watching. See you guys on the next one. So yeah, thanks everyone, and bye bye.